Like your horse, you can give commands to D-Dog as well. He'll normally follow you around. You can also make him wait somewhere or lure an enemy by barking at him. Or you can sick him on the enemy to slow him down. Develop new gear just for him, and I'm sure he'll be capable of even more damage.
We have a new assignment. Eliminate the commander of Rogue Coyote, one of the PFs operating in Africa. The target is simply the Major to his men. That's his rank from his army days. Instead of your typical boots-on-the-ground work, he's more of a job broker and a recruiter. And apparently he also runs a little espionage operation on the side. Which could explain why he's picked up a long list of enemies. I don't like getting involved in a PF pissing match any more than you do. There's another reason we took this job. Recently, this guy's been talking about dealing in nuclear arms. Think back to the shipment that Cypher was having.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Mission objective is to eliminate the PF commander they call the Major. One of the Major's subordinates working undercover with the CFA is due to make contact with him. Check his current location on your iDroid. Follow him, and he should lead you right to the Major. Target's man should be somewhere around there.
Extraction arrived at Motherbase. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been analysis complete. Analysis complete.
The target's man should be somewhere around there.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
You're on him. Stay on him.
The map has been updated.
We have no fix on the target, not even a predicted field of movement. All we have to go on is this meeting with his subordinate. Remember, this guy will call the meeting off if he thinks he's being tailed. You've got to do everything you can to stay out of sight.
detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
His vehicle stopped. Is that where he's meeting the target?
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. Caution, rain approaching. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
detected. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Analysis. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please specify a project. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Supply drop complete. Analysis complete.
That's the target.
Has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Van alle dingen. Ik maak soms mijn handen vuil. Maar ik zeg heel vergelijking.
Mission info has been updated. Analysis.
Subject is in. We'll get the rest out back in base. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
He's coming too. Roger that.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal.
Support helicopter has arrived.
This is B-Quad. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal.
Deployment complete. Support helicopter
Shot down the chopper. Already a backup chopper. Call it from your iDroid.
Please select a strike support helicopter requested. Please select a strike point. Please landing zone.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Great work. The Major spilled his guts all right. His nuclear arms business was just a rumor he was paid to spread around. He doesn't even know who's paying him. All his instructions came through a cutout. Hell, who else would be behind it but Cypher? And this nuclear arms trading is clearly connected to that yellow cake. He thought the same thing, which is why he tried to investigate ZRS himself. He said something else that caught my attention. that ZRS are trying to kill some old man. How did one old man get that kind of attention? Boss, about those walker gears spreading all over Africa. Huey's got an idea for a counter-weapon. Come on back to base.
This. It's a variable, multi-legged tank. A spin-off of Metal Gear technology.
Big fan of spin-offs, isn't he? I hear he borrowed from the Soviets in Costa Rica, too.
The design allows for a lot of freedom in setups. It's based around a central core unit, so you can quickly reconfigure the hardware to suit any sort of mission parameters.
What the good doctor's trying to say is that it's customizable.
Naturally, it will raise the probability of success for standard missions. But it functions as an improved deterrent by increasing your preemptive strike capability against enemy elements. You just deploy it in a war zone, and its superior firepower puts the brakes on enemy attacks. Eventually, the whole war machine grinds to a halt. A true battle gear!
Cause I'm having deja vu here.
I don't like him any more than you. But we need this.
You think it'll cut it in the field?
Turning radius is better than any tanks. That's great for regional skirmishes. Tech like this is popping up all among the PFs. Best way to deal with them is to fight fire with fire.
I'll await your instructions then, boss.
So do we have your approval to commence development?
Fine.
Consider yourself off the chopping block, Doctor.
Got a new mission for you, boss. The client is one of the kids you rescued from that mine. According to the kids, people often disappear from the mine to a place called Nzoyabadiabulu, the Devil's House. On top of that, Saner's involved with the place. Check your iDroid for the mission details.
Please, landing zone.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Unit function added. Mission
Boss,
list
good
updated.
news from the support unit. They can now deliver support strikes to our areas of operation. Use your iDroid to designate a location for a strike. Just make sure you're not in the kill zone. I'd hate to tell the men they blew up the boss. After you've called in a strike, move away from the target location immediately. Also, like supply drops, strikes cost GMP. So once you don't put us in the red, remember what our real objective is.
Please select a mission.
Boss, the client this time is a child. One of the children you rescued from that mine. He wants us to save the boy who was their leader. His name is Shabani, and he was the oldest among them. Several days before you went to the mine, he was taken away to Nzoia Badia Bulu. Our search turned up a place the locals call by that name. Ngumba Industrial Zone. Nearby residents are terrified of it. They say the devil lives there, and that anyone who sets foot in it never returns. This industrial zone has long been abandoned, but it seems it was sold off a few years back to a certain corporation, Saner. And now the perimeter is tightly guarded by a PF. The reason is unclear. The same goes for why Shabani was taken away. But something is obviously going on there. Those kids from the mine really looked up to Shabani. The client has given us the last of their diamonds in return. Go get Shabani out of there, boss. Whatever Cypher's up to in the region, Shabani might just be our best lead.
Mission accept. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
The target is Shabani. He was the leader of the boys being forced to work at the mine. He was separated from the others and taken away to Ngumba Industrial Zone. The locals call this place Nzoia Badia Bulu, the Devil's House. Boss, find Shabani and extract him safely. You can check the target's location on your iDroid. Industrial Zone. A bunch of old abandoned factories. The locals call this place Nzoia Badia Bulu, the Devil's House. That's where the target was taken. We don't know his exact position, but that's part of your job. An outpost in a sunken road. Monoko Yanyoka. The snake's mouth.
Analysis complete.
I get it. Looks like that's the only way to the objective area.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. has been updated.
Their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The Trump will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Outpost captured. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Detected. The map has been updated.
Got a guard post there. Security sure is tight. I guess they don't want anyone poking around. Supposedly, the valley up ahead is covered in mist almost year-round. The objective area is beyond there. The bridge has collapsed. Looks like you'll have to go down through the valley.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction failed.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Extraction failed.
You planning on jumping off the waterfall, boss? Go around. There's a cliff blocking the way to the objective area. You'll have to take the path. There's a lot of erosion in that tunnel. Could come down any minute. Watch your step.
You have arrived.
You've reached the objective area. Now look for the target. I just hope he's alive.
Plant expansion extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Shabani.
Development project has been added.
Shabani, your boy sent me.
Enye mo siganet o banatod. No goibe kiaban. You burn with the rest of them.
Support helicopter requested.
What the hell is that? Run, boss. It's him again. You can't let him catch you, boss. Get out of there. Boss, I'll have the chopper touch down past the tunnel. Get over there now.
Mission info has been updated. Map has been updated.
Take cover, boss. He spotted you. He's coming. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. The tunnel's locked. Boss, I know it's risky. He spotted you. He's coming. Bless your temperature. For the moment, when an old reservoir. Boss, think back to Cyprus. Did that do it? Quick, now's the time to get on the chopper.
Please support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Boss. was in Africa after all. Working behind the scenes, even that man on fire at his beck and call. But what the hell was going on at the Devil's House? Earphones embedded in people's throats, tapes playing voices. And those lumps on their chests. They looked like the ones on the bodies at the oil field. The man on fire burned everything to the ground. But we were recording audio the whole time you were there. We'll conduct a thorough analysis of it. Inspecting a CFA outpost. It appears he's involved with nuclear weapons development in the area. My hunch is that this guy is somehow connected to Cypher. I've got no proof, but we know Skullface is working through PFs in the region. Anyway, it just so happens a job connected to this inspection has come in. Take a look at your iDroid.
Please specify a project. Please landing zone.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Development project has been added. Mission list updated.
Boss, about those invalids you saw in that Devil's House.
Poor bastards. All strapped down to the beds, with those lumps on their chest.
The medical staff tell me they were probably a type of cyst.
Cysts can get that big.
In some cases, yes. But supposing they're a kind of atheroma forming on the surface of the skin, the size is just too big, and the appearance is all wrong. In the end, the medical team were at a loss. Those lumps were like nothing they'd ever seen. The fluid you said you got on your prosthesis when you touched one was burned off in the fighting, and the factory burned down too. None of the tests we did once you were back at the base revealed a pathogen that could have caused them. Meaning we don't have a single sample to work with.
Everything went up in flames.
What worries the medical team most is whether it's contagious. Whether there's a chance we could end up like that.
And?
Mother Base's sanitation control has always been strict. After all, war is great at transporting diseases. For the time being, at least. There's no sign of contagion or any symptoms that could be related. One more thing. About the surgery that had been performed on the people in the Devil's House.
Yeah?
You said that their throats were cut open, with an acoustic tube pushed inside?
Right. The tubes were hooked up to tape recorders, playing some kind of audio.
Well, we picked up some of that audio through your radio transmissions and recorded it here. The intel team has been working on analyzing the communications log.
What have they found?
There's nothing tying the contents together. We've got a report on 3 deaths in a car accident on the autoroute near Marseille. Protests outside the Libyan embassy in London, a press conference with the former Prime Minister of Sweden, a 4-month-old weather forecast for Balikpapan, and then commercials for appliances, cough syrup, and TV dinners. Assuming they're not all staged, they come off as recordings of your average public broadcasts.
Public broadcasts? Just radio and TV signals?
Yes, and from all over the world. We're looking into whether they're genuine or not, just to be sure. What else? A speech that sounds like it was recorded out on the street, and people chatting about how this year's tomato crop did.
And there's nothing they have in common?
We're partway through the cryptanalysis. That includes checking all audio ranges and running it backward and at different speeds. Then there's vocabulary breakdown for political suggestions, ideological comment points. But I don't think it's going to get us anywhere.
Where were the recordings made?
There's nothing linking them from that angle either. Just like you reported, we've detected virtually every major language there is. French, German, Italian, Spanish, including South American accents. Then there's Russian, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese.
They're nothing if not thorough.
Well, I don't know if we've got them all covered. Ignoring the ones that have gone extinct, supposedly over 5,000 languages exist today. Besides, English isn't one of the ones we picked up.
Really? English?
I know. Only 5% of the world's population is a native English speaker. But when you factor in those who've acquired it as a second language, nearly 1/3 of the people speak it. The world's dominant lingua franca. You gotta figure they had it somewhere among all the languages in that place.
No English.
Bear in mind, we didn't hear everything that was played in that room. We couldn't isolate the more distant sounds due to static and the program could have been set to change every day. In a nutshell, for reasons unknown, people in that room with a common medical condition were made to listen to recordings in languages from around the world. It's not clear how the growths on their chests fit into it. It could have been treatment for them, or maybe an experiment of some kind.
I'm guessing one person knows.
Yeah, Skullface. He was there. The only thing we can say for sure is that he's involved.
Please select a mission.
The contract is to eliminate a high-ranking CFA officer. CFA doesn't just hire United soldiers as mercenaries. They're also supplying United with weapons. It just smacks of Western nations manipulating them against the socialist MPLA. Naturally, the MPLA is not happy with the situation and wants us to put a stop to it. Your standard issue East-West proxy war. Except it appears our target is the man in charge of how many weapons get supplied to UNITA. Apparently his MO is to keep the civil war going as long as possible, so CFA can keep making a profit. Bad for business if UNITA wins too soon. So they sit back and suck the people dry. Parasites of war. Our intel suggests the target rarely ventures outside of Nova Braga Airport. But rumor has it that a Western arms dealer is headed there soon for an inspection. That could be your chance to eliminate the target from a distance. We also heard that he plans to leave the country following the inspection. This may be our only opportunity to take him out.
Mission accept heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to UNITA. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.